What's up, YouTube? It's SkylarTube HD here, and today we're gonna go see this movie that we're reviewing called Thor. It's a brand new Thor movie that we're gonna go see it. So we're gonna go see it with my brother Renee. So in IMAX 3D. So let's go see it, and we'll let you guys know how it is when we're all done. Let's go do this. Little cool poster there. Ooh. That's in IMAX that we're seeing. Okay, so we're inside and it's time to do our review of the brand new Thor movie. So let's go inside the theater. Stay tuned for a Justice League review if you want to review it or not. Okay, here we go. We're gonna review Coco also. Oh shit, like Gnomes is coming out. Okay, here we go, the IMAX theater. Whole place to ourselves. Cannot wait for this experience. So, it's time to watch this movie. Hopefully this will be good. We'll see you guys after the movie. Bye. Welcome back to SkylarTube HD. Today we are revealing Thor Ragnarok. It is the sequel to 2011's Thor and 2013's Thor: The Dark World. It is also the 17th film of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Chris Hemsworth returns once again as the God of Thunder, Thor, as Tom Hiddleston returns as the tricky Loki. The movie starts with Thor captured by Surtur, played by Clancy Brown, the voice of Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob SquarePants. Thor reflects on the past events as he tries to figure a way out of being wrapped around by chains. From here, we realize that the film will be going to a different direction since this movie is more of a comedy than what we have been used to. Thor escapes with his hammer safe and sound before the fire dragon tries to eat him. Thor returns to Asgard to find his brother Loki, posing as Odin, played by Anthony Hopkins. Thor forces Loki to help him find their father. And with directions from Stephen Strange on Earth, played by Benedict Cumberbatch, they locate Odin in Norway. Odin explains that he is dying, and that his passing will allow his firstborn child, Hela, played by Cate Blanchett, to escape from a prison she was sealed in long ago. Hela had been the leader of Asgard's armies, and had conquered the 9 realms with Odin, but had been imprisoned and run out of history after her ambitions became too great. She comes back in Norway to kill her brothers after finding out Odin dies. Thor tries to hit her with his hammer, but she stops it and breaks in front of him. Thor and Loki both try to come back to Asgard, but this also transports Hela back to Asgard. She knocks both the brother out of the path away from Asgard. She takes the throne for herself with the help of her new loyal servant named Scourge, played by Karl Urban, as Thor awakens the dead soldiers that were underneath the castle in Asgard, with help from the eternal flames. Meanwhile, Thor lands in a planet that is filled with garbage and wormholes named Sakar, which is the same planet from the Planet Hulk storyline. There, Thor was almost captured by cannibals just before Valkyrie got there to take Thor as a prisoner instead, played by Tessa Thompson, who played in movies such as Creed. She takes Thor to the Grand Master, played by Jeff Goldblum. The Grand Master is the ruler of this planet, and he's also the host of the gladiator combat that pits warriors to fight for survival. But in the corner of his eyes, he sees Loki as the same place enjoying company with the Grandmaster's guest. Loki acts like he doesn't know Thor in any way. Then, after some convincing discussions, Thor agrees to fight the Grandmaster's champion in order for Thor to return to Asgard to free it from Helda's regressive reign. This is where Thor meets a gentle creature named Korg, played by Taika Waititi, and who also so happens to direct this movie. Korg tells him that he tried to lead a rebellion, but it failed, so now he's a gladiator who awaits another rebellion. So Thor is getting ready to fight the Grand Master's champion, and the champion happens to the Incredible Hulk, played by Mark Ruffalo. They have an epic battle, and Thor hears Odin telling him that his hammer wasn't his source of power, that he had the power of lightning within him this whole time. So Thor started using his newfound power just before the Grand Master cheats and used the shock sticky that Valkyrie implanted on him when he was captured by her. Thor wakes up after the fight to find himself being roommates of Hulk and Thor, wanting to escape to save Asgard, but not until he convinces Valkyrie and the Hulk to come along with him to go back to Asgard and help him rescue the people. Valkyrie is hesitant since she has fought Helda before and lost many of her soldiers and has been hiding since then. So Hulk and Thor escape the Grand Master Tower where they had been held, and they meet as the ship where the Hulk turns back into Bruce Banner and realizes he has been the Hulk the past 2 years, which was Avengers 2, Age of Ultron. So they escape through the large wormhole and they are back in Asgard. They come back to where Heimdall, played by Idris Elba, who spent keeping the people of Asgard safe and escape from Helda, and just where they're about to use the portal to leave Asgard, Helda's army is there waiting for them. So Thor confronts Helda and fights her just before Helda cuts one of Thor's eye out. She defeats Thor as she shows him that her army is going to kill the remaining Asgardians. And in superhero fashion, Valkyrie and Bruce Banner comes to try to save the Asgardians, but they have a tough time fighting them off until Bruce Banner turns out to the Hulk again. Then Loki and the rebellion fighters that were gladiators on Sakar come to save the day and help the Asgardians go in their large ship. Thor uses his powers to fight off Helda and to keep the Asgardians safe, but Helda isn't close to be defeated since she is too powerful for the crew. So Thor tells Loki to awaken Surtur in the ethereal flames so that he can defeat Hela for good while sacrificing Asgard to save everyone else. So Surtur awakens and the Thor and crew escape on the large ship while they watch Helda and Surtur fight. Helda is ahead, defeated, and Asgard falls as the prophecy said. So Thor and his crew look ahead to their new future till they come across a really big ship that looks like Thanos' ship. But you will have to stay for the credits to watch his end credit scene, as well as a hilarious one with Jeff Goldblum. That's it. I hope you enjoyed my movie review. This movie was a lot of fun. This movie was funny. Although I give Thor Ragnarok a 9.5 out of 10 hammers. Please like, comment, and subscribe to SkylarTube HD for more fun videos. and goodbye, and peace.
If you only knew the power of the dark side. Good. Not a good time. But I'm